We are back for game number one. Our opponent's on the play, and we have an interesting hand here. We only have one colored land, um, which is a shockland and a couple of double casting cards. Our opponent mulliganed. I think I'm not gonna mulligan this. Worst come to worst, and he's very aggressive. I will just have to sack some of the mutables to block, but I think it should be fine, and that we have a high enough chance to draw a second colored source. Hopefully, it's gonna be blue. Our opponent mulligans to 5 and keeps. So this could be the new Constellation deck. It could be the green mono green aggro deck, which is actually a pretty bad matchup for us. And that is not what I wanted to see. I don't need another double costing, double blue spell. It could also be the junk, but he seems to be out of cards. Here I'm just going to play the Mutavault. I don't need double white right now, and I want to be able to get in if I need to. Okay, so it's either John Monsters or Green Red Aggro. It could be plenty of things. So here I'm just going to play the Gilgate and bash for 2. There's no good reason to bluff anything here. If he has a spell to play, he will play it anyway because he has to. He has on 5 cards. Um, and 2 points of damage could be essential. So here I'm gonna play the Mutavault, play the Jace, and take it down. I'm probably just gonna take whatever the 2 pile is. I don't really need to Supreme Verdict anything right now. I think I have enough counters. Actually, I have 2 Sphinx Revelations, and I have another Jace. Yeah, let's Verdict. If he doesn't draw any more lands, then we'll be able to screw him a little bit more. At least mana screw him. Um, and if he doesn't play anything, I'm fine with just keeping up Dissolve and Revelationing for 2, hopefully 3. Okay, so he is John Monsters. Now let's see what he does. If he just does nothing, I think I'm just gonna play a land and tick up the Jace. I'm not gonna 1-for-1 with a Sibling Caryatid. Okay. Elspeth's good. So let's see. I don't really need the Jace right now, but I don't need to search for anything. Um, Deicide is probably the only card and I only have one of in the main deck. So I think I'll keep the Jace. It might have been a mistake. And I will attack for 2 because I'm not gonna Revelation right now. And I'm keeping up the Mutavault just in case. There's nothing in triple white or here that I need, and I'm not gonna play the Revelation for 0. I'm fine with Thoughtseize. We have a double of a lot of stuff. I don't care really much if he takes a Supreme Verdict or the Elspeth, which are probably his 2 choices. I don't see him taking a Revelation, a Jace, or a Dissolve right now. If he has a Hero's Downfall, he probably take the Supreme Verdict or a Revelation. If he doesn't, then he probably takes Elspeth because I won't be able to cast it and keep it alive for too long, or at least protect it in the same turn. We are a little bit mana shy, um, but we'll see. Okay, so he took a Revelation. So he's looking for the long game, which I don't know if it's good or bad, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm fine with keeping the counters up right now. Let's take down Jace. I will take the Edelink, because it's very good against him. And I would have played it, but I only have two um, blue sources right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Um, so let's play an Elspeth and tick up. Basically, this just diversifies my threats, and he has to answer Elspeth this turn, otherwise I'll be able to protect it, and he knows it. And I don't think he'll be able to survive against an Elspeth for too long. Yeah. Okay, so against Jund Monsters, we want, let's see. I think we want Last Breath. We probably also want Celestial Flares and Deicide because he has a bunch of enchantments. And the spell is the spell and negate might also. So these are our candidates. I think that Planar Cleansing is a little bit too slow as well as Divination. I do want one Planar Cleansing though. Last Breath, I don't need a third one. And we can probably cut. Actually, we can probably cut the Syncopates on the draw. And put in. Maybe one Archangel because he puts out his removals. Let's try this. I'm not sure this is right, it's probably wrong. But let's see. So he's going to play first. I think he's going to play first. This end seems fine, so we'll keep it. He mulligans again, that's unfortunate. Okay, so he keeps his 6. And he scries to the bottom. That was a very good draw. Revelation, yeah, we'll keep that on top. They're usually not that fast. And this turn I'm just going to play the Mutavault and pass a turn. If he plays a Cursor, then I will deicide it. But for now, we're just playing Land Go, which is usually in the favor of the control deck, which in this case is us. Island, just because I don't want to take the 2 life. Next turn I can play the Hallowed Fountain tapped. I'm not going to attack. The 2 life is not this relevant in this matchup. Okay, so still draw go. Elspeth was a good draw for later. For those of you who haven't played Type 2 or haven't seen Type 2 or Standard, um, there's always a tension between the control player or the one with Elspeth and the monsters player because they have the dragon. So it's always the one who plays their creature last or that plays their permanent last is the one that gets to kill the other one. So basically, if I play Elspeth and he plays a dragon, then um, he's able to kill my Elspeth. If he plays a dragon and I play the Elspeth, then I'm able to kill his Elspeth. Here I will destroy his. I will counter his Vraska. I have a Wrath. I have a bunch of other stuff, and I really don't want it in play because of my hand. I do not want the Guildgate. So here let's attack with Mutavault and play another one. Next turn, probably just gonna Revelation. Demon is fine. I actually don't really care about Demon right now. Do I just Elspeth him? Or do I just take 6 and draw 3 cards? Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm fine with just taking the damage right now, Revelation, and then I'm gonna kill this creature. Yeah, 14. If he plays another thing here, then I'll be able to just crush him. But he didn't. I also have a lot of removal in my deck now, so I don't really need to spend a six mana for it. Um, I don't think I do it again. Let's see, Temple. Let's see what we draw next turn. We draw Celestial Flare, which is good. So I'll keep that on top. And I'll probably just sacrifice the Mutavault. So it's either sacrifice the Mutavault or play another Sphinx Revelation for 3. Um, I can probably just play another Sphinx Revelation. And I don't want the Guildgate. Next turn we'll just be able to kill this guy, so yeah, down to 11 and up to 14. This is a very grindy match, if you haven't noticed. If you play something else, I'll just Planar Cleansing and keep um, counter up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Planar Cleansing now. So Planar Cleansing or Deicide. Probably just Deicide, actually. Yeah, and then I'll also attack for a little bit. Yeah, that sounds fine. So here we are going to activate Mutavault, activate Mutavault, play Mutavault. No. And attack for 4. Yeah. Okay, so let's Celestial Flare him. Eventually, we're just going to play a big Revelation to draw the counter that we need so we can play the Elspeth and keep it alive. And he's not pushing us in any way, so at least we have that. And worst comes to worst, we can always gain 4 life on top of everything else. That's a little bit annoying, but for now I'll let it live. I'm not gonna one for one Plans of Cleansing for it. Not even gonna two for one myself for it, I think. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I can two for one and a Passion for two, or I can just Revelation for six. Yeah, I think I'd rather just Revelation for six, to be honest. You can draw your one card. Maybe I should just take Last Breath out after sideboard. It's probably not that good. Though if he has a very aggressive start, I just might want to gain the 4 life. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not doing anything, I'm great. So, Revelation. Yeah, that was pretty good. And here's a counter spell, finally. So let's Planar Cleansing. 5, 6. I'm not going to attack with the Mutable. I'm gonna play the Hallowed Fountain tapped and keep the Dissolve up. I think this game is just out of reach for him right now, especially if we're chaining the Sphinx's Revelations. So I'm gonna discard an island and probably the Last Breath. Deicide kills the same things as the Last Breath, and it's just better usually. I really don't care about that. About the Sylvan Caryatid, you can enjoy that. Another Elspeth is good. So let's play the Elspeth. 5, 6. And tick up. And here's the Hero's Downfall, which I will let pass. Oh, no Hero's Downfall. Interesting. There's no way he sided them out. So I'm not sure what his plan is to win this game. I'm gonna plus first because I don't want to get Hero's Downfall in the middle of combat and then fight over it. Or not fight over it and just let it die without being used. And there's no reason to attack with the Mutavaults. If he does nothing, I'm just gonna Sphinx Revelation for a bunch. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. We're just postponing it. Especially because I don't mind taking it up, ultimating, and then playing the other one. So let's Sphinx Revelation. And I think I will keep Dissolve up. I don't need to be greedy here. 6 is enough. Oh yeah. I will pay the 2 life. I will play a Jace. I don't need any more cards here. I have 10 spells in my hand. And let's go to discarding, I think. Yeah, so what don't we need? We probably don't need 3 Supreme Verdicts and 2 Azorius Charms. I mean, he's dead next turn. Sure. You have more counters than you have cards in your hand, or at least I have the same number of counters as that you have in your hand. Um, yeah. Okay. So that was game one against John Monsters. He mulliganed quite a lot. Anyway, I will see you guys in game number two.